What happens if you die without a will in the state of Texas? In this quick video, we're going to talk about what happens in the great state of Texas when you don't have an estate plan. First off, if you know me, you've heard me say this. If you do not have an estate plan, the government has one for you. So do know that there are laws in place about what's going to happen with your estate if you have not planned for it. The first thing that's going to happen is we're going to look to Texas intestate succession laws. This is going to tell us what's going to happen with your property, your assets, and even your minor children. The laws that are in the state of Texas cover what happens when someone dies without this plan, and this is our new plan. So what are they going to do first? The first thing is that a probate is going to be opened. This can be a painful process, even with an estate plan. But without an estate plan, this is quite cumbersome. It can be costly, it takes a great deal of time, and it doesn't allow you to have any say-so. But that's the process. The second thing that they're going to do is determine heirs. Now, this can happen about the same time as probate being open, but the state of Texas is going to look to see who are your heirs. Do you have children? Do you have parents? We usually look down and up. We look for spouses, and then we look across that family tree. So if we don't have anyone there, we start to look out to aunts and uncles and things of that nature. Now, the state of Texas is going to determine who's going to inherit. We usually start with spouses, we look down for children, and then up to parents. So let's say you're estranged from your parents, you don't have a spouse or minor children, it's still going to go to your parents. And let's say that you don't talk to any of those people, you have a brother you haven't spoken to in 30 years, they're going to call that brother. This is the way it works. Okay, now what about minor children? If you do not have a will in the state of Texas, the court's going to decide who is the best fit for that child. Now, typically we favor family first. We look at familial relationships. Let's say that you're estranged from your family and your children have never met them. They're still going to be considered in this process. So this is really important that we get specific on who should have guardianship of your children. And finally, what about your accounts, your bank accounts, your retirement accounts, or brokerage accounts, any other type of funds that you maybe have put aside, even if it's just a small checking account? What happens there? That's going to go through that probate process. That means that whoever we said was going to inherit those things is still going to inherit all these other benefits. Now, what happens if you name a beneficiary instead? I hear this one often. I have beneficiaries on all my accounts. I don't need a will. And this might be true for those accounts, but that doesn't take care of the other things outside those accounts. Property you buy, other things you might inherit, or loose ends. So set up an estate plan.